Hello Airfix fans and welcome to 2025. Well, that was one way to kick off the year with a bang. What did you think of the 2025 Airfix Range Launch? Let me know in the comments. In this video I'll be picking out just two of my favourite announcements to take a closer look at. First up, the Sepecat Jaguar GR1, GR1A in 1/48 scale. This highly anticipated kit comes with 4 schemes and is made up of 243 parts. Back in May 1965, the UK and France joined forces to create a supersonic jet for training pilots and carrying out tactical strike missions. France had already developed a design called the Breguet 1221, and with the powerful Rolls-Royce Turbomeca Adore engine, it became the foundation for what we know as the Jaguar. To coordinate production, the British Aircraft Corporation and the Breguet Aviation formed a joint company called Sepecat. The first two-seat Jaguar trainer flew in September 1968, followed by the first single-seat fighter in March 1961. The RAF introduced the Jaguar in 1974, while France had already started using theirs in 1973. The RAF's Jaguar GR1 was a fast, all-weather strike jet designed for ground attack missions, using an advanced navigation and targeting system instead of radar, making it incredibly precise. Most RAF Jaguars were stationed in Germany, ready for rapid deployment, while others carried nuclear weapons as part of Britain's defence strategy. The upgraded Jaguar GR1A saw combat in the 1991 Gulf War, flying 612 missions without a single loss, an impressive feat. After decades of service, the Jaguar retired from the RAF in April 2007, bringing an end to this legendary jet's career. This fantastic kit includes 2 schemes and 128 parts. With so many two-seat Spitfires now offering the public the chance to experience a flight in one, it's surprising to learn that every Spitfire T9 originally started as a single-seat fighter, either a Mark 8 or a Mark 9. Despite being one of the most famous fighter aircraft ever, with over 20,000 built, no two-seat trainer versions were made during World War II. The idea of a two-seat Spitfire only came after the war. One notable T9, MG772, was built in 1943 and saw action with number 341 Squadron of the Free French Air Force. It even flew missions over Normandy on D-Day. Today, restored T9 Spitfires give aviation fans a once-in-a-lifetime chance to experience flying in one, helping to fund their preservation. It's time for the Airfix Club refresh, and this year's club pack includes some awesome new goodies that we know modelers will love. The highlight? Probably the limited edition 1/72 scale Messerschmitt Me410 A3, completed with 2 striking scheme options. Alongside this exclusive kit, members will also receive a brand new modelling checklist poster, limited edition Airfix pin badge, Me410 A3 flight tag, a door hanger for when you're in the modelling zone, and exclusive digital perks. Well, do you want in? Become a member today and sign up using the link in the description below.
Last weekend the team headed to the IPMS model show in Bolton to showcase some of our exciting new tools. Were you there? If not, you missed the chance to see our latest releases up close. To keep up where we'll be next, make sure you're following us on social media. If there's a show you'd love us to attend, let us know in the comments and we'll see what we can do. The Lysander was one of the more unusual aircraft used during the Second World War. Designed for reconnaissance, observation and artillery spotting, it had excellent short takeoff and landing abilities, making it seem ideal for the British Army. However, many of its design features were based on outdated ideas. Out of 175 Lysanders sent to France, 118 were lost, as the aircraft was unable to defend itself against Luftwaffe fighters. This new model kit is packed with detail, offering options for an open or closed canopy to reveal the internal fuselage structure. The wings can be built with open or closed leading edge slats and lowered flaps, while the undercarriage includes covered or uncovered wheels, optional bomb racks and a full bomb load. This 1/48 scale kit is made up of 171 parts and is in stock now.
This year we really want to hear from you, our amazing community. So let us know your thoughts in the comments, any aircraft you'd like to see featured up close like the Jag and the TR9 today. Drop your suggestions below and I'll do my best to cover them. And please, no request for a new host who can actually pronounce things properly, but seriously, all feedback is welcome. As always, like and subscribe and I'll see you next time. Nathan, over and out.